Hi folks, Barry Luman from Motorama Live at Team Hall and Nass, here with my good friend Joey Redmond from Wrecked Magazine Fuel Culture. For those of you that do know Joey, you know what's about to happen with us two in a car finally together. For those of you that may not know, we are in a 2013 RTR Mustang. This thing has been custom built by Joey himself and some of his friends. This was a SEMA car. It's about to be a SEMA car again. And we're putting down, what, about 610 at the back tires right now?
Yeah.
This is a GT500 killer.
Launching this thing, like, actually, if you just stick it at about 2,000,
yeah,
roll off the clutch, this thing will just move.
We got Falcon Azinis on the back, and they're pretty wasted, so.
So you just slip.
There's 100. Smell him while it brakes out there too. Man, they suck this car down fast.
Yeah, they do. They're nice. So I'm saying for impractical uses, they're fantastic.
Well, I love impractical. Impractical is the new practical.
I know you love impractical. Short shifted big time on the third there.
Oh yeah. Still pulls like a freight train though.
Yeah, it's nice.
This thing's sick.
Does it feel better than the GT500?
You know, sitting in the passenger seat, it feels very, very similar.
Yeah,
it's got that same just pin you back, just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
The thing I'm impressed about is for a car that doesn't have that fancy, you know, $1 zillion magnetic suspension like the GT500 does, this thing rides smoother than like the 10 through 12 GT500s,
really?
even though I think it does. Those things would rattle the fillings out of your teeth. So it rides rougher than the GT500, but if you put the GT500 magnetic suspension in sport mode and lock it all down tight, then it puts it right about where this thing feels all the time.
Really?
So, yeah.
I like that it's somewhat of a, you know, being centrifugal instead of the roots. Like, you get some pretty decent drivability at low RPMs, you know?
Yeah.
As opposed to the other way. Third is my favorite gear in this car.
Third's the money gear.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
So we've got a 390 in the back.
yeah. Here, watch. We'll do 40 to 100 right here. Woo. So it's 40 to 110 all in third.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what RPM we turn at the top of third?
7. I shifted about 7.
Okay.
I think you can tuck a couple more out of there.
And unlike the transmission that actually comes in the 5.0 or even in the GT500, you know, this T56.
Shift around with it. I got a clutch it. You got direct feel.
Oh shit!
You just feel everything you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it'll do a 1-2 shift, unlike
literally like
stock
this.
Ford. You have to do that, pull it around and pop it back in.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you can't miss second. I mean,
yeah, it's, you know, that's a really similar throw to what that GT500 is.
well, yeah, because the GT500 is a Tremec T6060, so this is just a 56 Magnum. They're pretty close.
Although that, I'm telling you, that that 1-2 shift in that new GT500 it's the same shit that you get, even though it's different transmission. It's the same crappy
problem.
shift. It's the same problem with one too. If you shift below $6 grand, you're fine. Even up to like 6,200, but you wind it thing up, you know, you take it past 6,500 and think you're gonna pull it first right in a second. Ain't gonna happen. You're gonna lose half a second.
Wow. It's so weird that they would do that. Probably roll the windows from that top here. Get some AC. Get back in the lap of luxury.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you want to make this car slow? Turn the AC on.
Really?
Yeah.
How much does it take out of it?
Well, you guys just think it's just belt drip, you know.
Right.
Here's the thing: if I floor it and to go into boost, this cool AC will turn into heat.
Oh, yeah.
Like it'll instantly become a heater. But so the supercharger will overrun the AC, but it's just if you're looking for like full, you know, full power. Is that puppy still on there?
Yeah. There's one on the other side.
Yeah, I love the AC.
I think the one's up on the back.
Yeah, I see the one in the back.
See the one in the back?
Yeah. I
never hurts to give a little look around.
Yeah. I love the ACT clutch in this thing.
Yeah.
It's like a big. It's like their street strip clutch. So it's like it's got the full drivability of OEM with just basically less play, right? But like it feels stock. It's heavier, so it's nice. It just makes you feel like you're doing a lot more with the car, you know, than just the slop of stock for people that buy cars that don't know how to drive it.
Right.
Yeah, I love that piece about the car, this transmission, you know.
And the rear end. A lot of Mustang guys don't talk about needing to swap out the rear end, but you know, tell the folks what you did with this car.
Yeah, so we've got an Eaton True Track diff in the back, so like it stops all that like crab walk that these Mustangs do.
Right.
And then basically, since we did the Tremor T56 Magnum, we've got a full-on, you know, we've got a one-piece aluminum drive shaft.
Okay. Yeah, because your original drive shaft, for those of you that haven't checked out the article over on Rec Magazine, recmagazine.com, go take a look at that. You have not seen a drive shaft, a factory drive shaft twisted, you know, quite so nicely. I mean, it straight up looks like it could come out of a bag of pretzels or something.
Yeah.
And that's when the rear end went too.
Yeah, which, you know, what's funny is, like, you know, probably get myself in trouble here before, but I did pay for it.
This is your car.
I bought this car from a dealership.
This is there is no factory nut. This is Joey's car.
Which
for the record,
I like the Ford factory Mustang, but like driving in this car, I get it. It's a little, you know, it's a little louder than stock per se. Like, yes,
it's loud in a good way.
Well, but like my thing is the reason they have that stupid, you know, the arm link. The actual transmission in this car starts back here. Yeah.
It's just way back.
There's like this linkage. It's about this, you know, longer than.
And that linkage twisting is the problem they have with the Boss 02 and the Seiko. And even in the 5.0.
My thing is, how much louder is this transmission really that you had to put a linkage? And they shouldn't have put a two-piece drive shaft.
Oh, wholeheartedly agree.
In a GT Mustang. That's all I gotta say.
Especially knowing most people that buy, you know, 5.0 Mustang, first thing they do is go start modding, you know, hopping it up, modding it.
And go into the drag strip. Yeah. Horrible. Just horrible idea. But other than that, I love this car to death. I just fixed all the problems for Ford. So they want to sell the Joey Redmond edition Ford Mustang.
There we go. The Joey Redmond RTR Mustang. Although, you know,
the JRTR.
Yeah, the Vaughn gets the props off the RTR. And we like Vaughn, of course, but the JRTR, I think that's got a nice ring to it. You know, but this thing will go get the groceries. You know, if you want to take your kids to soccer practice, God forbid, you could squeeze them into the back seat.
I mean, like, look, we did all that beating on this car. 18.9.
Still getting 18.9 miles a gallon. Yeah. And that is something you won't see in the GT500. Because if you're beating on the GT500 the way we just did with this, we'd be sitting in the 9s.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's the benefit of the centrifugal blower, is that you have to think it operates like a turbo, right?
Yeah.
So if you drive, when we're driving like right now below 3,000, you're in no boost. The GT500, you're at 800 RPMs, you're in full boost.
You're constant boost, it's just working. you know, traditional supercharger like that, it's constantly sapping horsepower off the motor.
Yeah. And this thing's way better in heat.
Yeah.
You get bad heat soaks on those wrist bars too. At least this is separate, you know, in a way towards the front, which is nice. And it's intercooled.
And so Paxton not only did the supercharger, but did the tune on this car, right?
Yeah. This was the first ever Supercharger 2013.
Nice.
With Paxton kits.
And one of the features I love about this car that most people home probably haven't even noticed yet. Tell me about the back seat and the visibility problem that you solved in this car.
Oh yeah, I guess they can see that you can see. So actually what I ended up doing is I bought a base Mustang, which, believe it or not, is like the most impossible thing for a dealership to find in the whole world. So like if you actually, I mean, you can't see either, but like very fantastic. Like we redid these door panels with this nice double stitching. These are actually the stock seats, believe it or not, too, that are rebolstered.
Just rebolstered.
Yeah, some nice actual matching stitching and things. But basically the back seat, the 2013s have these god-awful like elephant nose headrests.
Big humps that come up below the headrest.
Yeah, that really suck. So basically what we did is we cut a 2013 seat in half that had like 40 miles on it. No one actually even, I think, sat in it. And we went and basically bought a old Mustang back seat off the forums. And if you can see, like, this looks just like an old S197 or I'm horrible with my Mustang stuff, but like an old S197 rear seat. Basically, it's a flat top, and basically it's like a headrest that just comes up over the seat. Because even when you fold down, like the 2013, oh yes, this is my Hyundai right here. Even when you fold down, like the headrest, there's still this huge bump, and if you look, there's only about a foot of visual clearance back there.
Right.
So we basically took the seat and matted the old school style rear center. So then now basically you have an old Mustang rear seat.
You can actually see out the back window in this 2013 Mustang RTR.
Yeah, so just a little bit of reupholstery and fix that problem.
I'd just like to point out one thing to the folks at home while I got Joey here in this beautiful RTR number 007. If you are driving Joey Redmond's Fuel Culture Wreck Magazine RTR Mustang and you get past, then you're not hauling ass.